Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Modern Grower is your source for time and labor-saving farm tools, such as the Paper Pot Transplanter, Quick Click Seeder, and the Jang Direct Seeder. Turn laborsome tasks into free time with tools by Modern Grower. For people on smaller scale farms, so again, go back to a few acres or less, what types of management practices do you like to promote? Things like no-till have gotten a lot of publicity, grown in popularity over the past few years. You've talked about having a rotation where half of it's sitting fallow. You're looking at organic mulches that can be re-added to the system.
Yep.
When I'm growing and I can't use an organic mulch, and what are the things you'd love to see in terms of just a tillage cultivation approach to managing soils?
Yeah, I just had an opportunity a week ago, to give 2 talks at the Cut Flower Growers meeting in Boston. And they let me choose my topics, which is the highest honor of all, right? Come here and talk about whatever you're excited about. And I was excited about this talk. It's called "When is No-Till a Bad Option?"
That's a good one, right?
That's a really good question, because it isn't the right answer for everybody, no matter what. It's a tool. It's a set of practices. It's not a religion. And anytime we get into religiosity in agriculture, things can get a little wacky again. So my mantra that comes out of the no-till conversation is, you have to earn the right to go no-till. The soil needs to be fixed and working, meaning air and water are easily exchanging places. It can't be all compacted and have nothing going on, and no-till is not going to fix it for you. So I like to help people get the soil resource up and going, get our nutrients balanced, get the pH where we want it to be, make sure we have some phosphorus, and that you can start to grow crops and then start pulling away tillage for certain crops where you've created a system where it's really going to work well. Every crop is different, and some will respond really well to no-till and some not. And so I want to try to release people from the religiosity of tilling is the worst thing you could ever do. It has its downsides, absolutely. But so does using a lot of plastic. That's not like the coolest, most sweetest thing I ever heard either. So everything has upsides and downsides. And so let's just weigh them all. And I like to give people more tools and not less tools, so that they can make decisions on the fly and try to make a living. That's the context in which I work. People are trying to make money growing stuff. And that's not gardening for fun.
Sure. Do you like to see them step into it? I'm going to go no-till. Hey, let's try this block of beds this year, compare against traditional. And that's one way, I think, to take their religiousness out of it, right? Like you do your own on-site test.
Yeah, I'd say that all the time, Diego. That's exactly right. People are like, I don't know how I feel about that. I was like, just try a bed. One bed next to another. Try half a bed. This side I'm doing this, the other end I'm doing something else. And just see what happens. We forget we're not doing all of this so that our soil test looks perfect. Nobody cares really what your soil test looks like. What we care about is it easy for you to do your work, back to ease, and are the plants and animals happy? Is everything growing well? Then it's working. Then everything is coming together and working. I don't care if everything's working. I don't care what the numbers are.
Yeah, it's like school, right? Like you can get 100 on the test to brag about getting 100 on the test, but the whole point of the test was to learn what was on the test. So as long as you learned it, who cares?
Did you get it? Did you get the point?
Yeah.
I don't care what the score is, but did you learn the information or the concepts?
Hello, growers. If you enjoy podcasts like this one, tune into my podcast In Search of Soil on YouTube for a deep dive into the mysteries beneath our feet. Join me as I explore topics such as mycorrhizal fungi, mushrooms, compost, biochar, and more. It's a soil nerd's dream, We're going deep. We're talking to scientists about all things soil related. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a gardener just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Check out In Search of Soil on YouTube.